Bryan Steil won the GOP nomination for the seat. House Speaker Paul Ryan, R., is giving up. Steil, a former Ryan aide who the Speaker endorsed, faces Democrat Randy Bryce in the November general election. Nehlen, a businessman turned aspiring politician, finished far behind Steil in the six-candidate GOP primary. His defeat marks his second failed attempt at securing the Republican nomination in the district. In 2016, he received just 15% of the vote in a head-to-head race against Ryan. In the 2016 race, Nehlen enjoyed the support of prominent right-wing figures including Sarah Palin, Ann Coulter, and Steve Bannon, who that year became Trump's campaign manager and would later serve as the president's chief strategist in the White House. Breitbart News, the far-right site where Bannon was executive chairman, showered Nehlen with positive press. But Nehlen enjoyed no such support in his primary bid this year. Republicans have raced to distance themselves from Nehlen since December, when HuffPost was the first to confront Nehlen about his open embrace of explicit white nationalism. HuffPost, piggybacking off reporting from the site Angry White Men, which monitors the activity of white supremacists, documented Nehlen's history of making racist and anti-Semitic posts on Twitter and Gab, a social media platform used primarily by racists and fascists. Nehlen demonstrated a fluency with the lingo of the so-called alt-right, posting "It's okay to be white," Pepe the Frog and other white nationalist memes. He expressed support for the white supremacists who marched at the deadly 2017 Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, Virginia, where a neo-Nazi allegedly drove his car into a crowd of counter-protesters, killing anti-racist activist Heather Heyer. On December 9, 2017, 2 days before speaking on stage at an official campaign event for Alabama Republican Senate candidate Roy Moore in a special election that Moore would lose, Nehlen was a guest on an anti-Semitic white power podcast called Fash the Nation, chatting with the show's hosts for about an hour. Fash is shorthand for fascist. On that show, Nehlen proudly recounted telling a Jewish magazine editor to self-deport and eat a bullet. He also told the hosts who support the creation of a white ethno-state that he was honored to be a guest on their show. HuffPost asked Nehlen 3 times in December if he considered himself a white nationalist. 3 times, Nehlen didn't deny it. In the following weeks, Bannon cut ties with Nehlen, and Breitbart News scrubbed its archives of articles Nehlen had written for the site. Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker eventually called Nehlen a racist and the Wisconsin GOP disavowed him. That same month, Nehlen was suspended from Twitter for posting neo-Nazi propaganda showing predominantly journalists marked with the Star of David. The following month, Nehlen was kicked off Twitter No Easy Feat after posting a racist meme about Meghan Markle. "Let's start by admitting that I was wrong to have ever trusted a," Nehlen tweeted, the asterisks undoubtedly obscuring the word Jew. "They are never to be trusted. Ever." Nehlen is among a frightening number of out and proud white supremacists who have run or are running for office as Republicans in 2018, some of whom have won Republican primaries in their respective districts. America does not do a good job of tracking incidents of hate and bias. We need your help to create a database of such incidents across the country, so we all know what's going on. Tell us your story.